Hello, kindergartners. We have been reading this story, On the Town, A Community Adventure, and it's written by Junith Casely. And this story is about a boy named Charlie who went on an adventure in his town to find different people that were in his community. So yesterday we read about how Charlie got his notebook and he started walking around his town with his mom, and he wrote the teacher in his journal, then he wrote the garbage collector, and then he got to the police station. So let's see what happens next and where they go next. All right, it says, "You need a haircut," Mama told Charlie as they left the police station. "The barber shop," said Charlie. "So smart," said Mama. Charlie wrote barber shop. Then George cut his hair, and Charlie wrote George and drew a pair of scissors. "Very handsome," said Mama. "Now I need to buy stamps." So there they are at. They went to the barber shop to get a haircut. "Post office," cried Charlie. "My genius." Now hold on, let's pause there. Genius. What does that word mean? Genius. Let's think of it. Let's listen to this one more time. It says, "Post office," cried Charlie. "My genius." He said an answer to the question, or she asked right here, "Now I need to go buy stamps." She said, "I need to go buy stamps." Then he was like, "Ooh, I know what it is. It's the post office," cried Charlie. And she goes, "My genius." So I think Mama is trying to say how smart he is. And was saying, "You're so smart. You know exactly where to go buy stamps at the post office." So genius must mean smart, that he is super smart. He knows exactly where to go. Charlie wrote post office while a lady behind the counter, whose name was Evelyn, sold Mama the kind of stamps that didn't need licking. Charlie wrote Evelyn and drew his own special stamp. "Did you ever thank Grandma for the toy she sent you?" "We'll buy a card for Grandma at the pharmacy," said Charlie, and writing pharmacy. Now look right here. Let's look closely. He wrote farm with an F. But Mama said, "Well, it's not a farm, like with cows and pigs," said Mama. "So change the F to a PH. So instead of this F right here, she said, change it to a PH. Then they picked out a thank you card, and Charlie waved to the man who was behind the pharmacy counter. And Charlie wrote his name and spelled pharmacy correctly. "I'm running out of money," Mama said to Charlie. "The bank," said Charlie. "Bingo," said Mom. Now wait a second. What does bingo mean? Let's read that again. Let's see if we can try to figure out what's happening, to think about and figure out what the word bingo means. Mama said, "I'm running out of money." Then Charlie said, "The bank." Now the bank is a place where you can go and get some money. So he must have said the right place. And so bingo kind of means like, you're right, you got it. That's the place we need to go. So bingo means you're right. So it says, "I'm running out of money," Mama said to Charlie. "The bank," said Charlie. "Bingo," said Mama. Charlie read the badge on the bank teller's blouse. Her name was Miss Chung, and she gave Mama money, and while Charlie wrote her name with a long line of dollar signs. Now, what were some other places that they went to in this next section? So we started here. He just got his hair cut. So that was one place that he went to in his community, the barber shop. Then he went where? He went to the post office to get some stamps. After the post office, where did he go? He went to the pharmacy. Then after the pharmacy, where did he go? They went to the bank to get some money. Now we're going to pause right there, and I want you to pull out your Reader's Writer's Journal. And we're going to be on page 297. Now, if you don't have this, that's okay. You can just pull out a piece of paper and use the paper. But there's some words up here: genius, writing, and bingo. I want you to pick one of these words and I want you to draw a picture of what it means. Genius, writing, or bingo. Then I want you to answer this question. Where do Charlie and Mama go to buy stamps? Then I want you to write the answer of where they went. Where do Charlie and Mama go to buy stamps? Then write a sentence of where they went. All right, we will keep reading this story and looking closer at it next time.